Lyles has arrived for his season opener at a race he's won 3 world titles in, the 200.
And you might be at home and thinking, how is Noah Lyles waiting until June to open at 200 meters? You work on your weaknesses. He knows this is his strength. So what did he do this year? 60 meters, set new personal best, got second at the World Indoors in the 60. Then he's already run 9.8 for the 100. That's close to his personal best. So now he comes back to Sanya, the thing he's most comfortable in. And as Paul said, the event in which he has already won 3 world titles and Olympic bronze.
And what a great way to end the meet. The crowd already on their feet, and they're not even in their blocks yet. You know, we could say so much about Noah Lyles, obviously his talent on the track, but what's also so notable is how much he understands what it means to be the star of this sport. He's such a great showman. He shows up for everything. He's here. He'll be here, the last person signing autographs, and so it's just really enjoyable to watch him compete on the track and to see everything else that he brings to the sport.
If you're keeping track of Olympic history going into Paris, there's never been an Olympic medalist in any sport for Liberia, and Joseph Fahnbulleh, who grew up in Minnesota but represents Liberia, would like to be the first.
That's right. He's a Liberian record holder. He's run 1983. He was NCAA champion in 2022 while competing for the Florida Gators. He was 5th in his Olympic debut in Tokyo. So he's always in the mix. He has a tremendous finish. Oh, we know that that's Noah Lyles' strength as well, but we'll see how close he can get to Noah in the final phases of this race.
I don't know if there was any sibling strategy here, but originally Josephus was in lane 7, but Noah is now in that preferred lane.
Well, that's the lane that Noah prefers. Remember the target?
Runway, and he really believes that he can help move the sport forward.
I thought that was such a significant moment for Noah, and here's why. People may watch that and see sort of Bolt passing the torch, telling him keep that attitude, and it's a throwaway moment. Let me tell you why it's not. For a lot of the early part of his career, people's criticism of Noah was, you're trying to be bold, you're trying to be the showman, you're trying. So imagine hearing Usain Bolt say, don't change a thing.
Yeah.
The sport needs that. You, be your flamboyant self, be your rock star self, because that's what the sport needs. I feel like that, you see how that was last year, that you could trace that moment to Noah winning the 100 at Worlds and to the star he's become since that time.
Yeah, it's validating. It's validating when your heroes see you and tell you to keep going. And Noah Lyles certainly has done a phenomenal job as the face of the sport. This is an extremely extended wait for these athletes, and it is cold on the track, and so this is concerning to me that they would take so long to get the athletes back in the blocks.
Well, what's been happening, and we saw it in the 100, unfortunately, folks, when one person's block slips, everybody starts to get nervous, and they're like, well, if you're changing his blocks, you got to change mine, and then the domino effect starts, and now we're effectively watching officials change blocks for 5 minutes.
For those tuning in for IndyCar Road America, we'll get to that here shortly, but did want to provide everyone, whether you're a track and field fan or a racing fan in general, a chance to see one of the brightest stars on the road to Paris. Noah Lyles, 26-year-old from Alexandria, Virginia, the fastest American ever in this half-lap event, breaking the mark that had been held by Michael Johnson. Most casual fans will remember MJ, and now we are set after seemingly finding blocks from every corner of Icon Stadium. We'll get into the blocks again for the Xfinity men's 200 meters and the outdoor debut at 200 meters for Noah Lyles.
Just consider it overtime. Son, how many NBA games have we been to and goes to overtime? Okay, so we're overtime, but it's worth it because you're getting to see a 3-time world champion and the American record holder.
Well, unlike an NBA playoff overtime, this will last only about 19 seconds.
So Noah Lyles responds well to the sound of the gun. He's easy to see in yellow. He has already caught the athlete to his outside. That's Brandon Carnes. And now the world champion is in full control.
Well, just like Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone, it is all Noah Lyles. And now it's a race to the line and the clock. And again, it's a little bit of a headwind, but 1977 for the man who hopes to be king by the time Paris arrives, and he wins the 200 in New York.
Into a minus 1.6 meter per second headwind. Noah Lyles looking like he is at his training track in Claremont, Florida. He had an okay reaction to the gun. We know that this is the part that he has improved a lot, and that's why he got the American record 2 years ago in Eugene. But you can tell that he was feeling the effects of that headwind, because even though he had separated Sonia, he didn't have that usual surge that we usually see off the turn.
Yeah, Otto, but I got to say, I like how he looked today. He looked so comfortable, so in control. Even though his reaction wasn't great, I did like the way he navigated the turn, catching Carnes pretty quickly and coming off and dominating the field. Noah Lyles has set big goals for the season, and Paul, I like his chances.
We like all the stories that are coming to the trials in 12 short days. We thank you for watching the 2020.